Greetings to my viewers on Conversations for Hungary. It's a new episode, and today I would like to deal with the upcoming visit of the Hungarian Prime Minister Viktor Orbán to the White House on May 13th, 2019. The Hungarian Foreign Ministry, as well as the State Department here in Washington, announced that Viktor Orbán is coming to Washington on the 13th of May to a work visit in which, he will see the president in the White House. The Hungarian press, which is, as we know, is not free, controlled totally by the Prime Minister's party and his acolytes, went totally berserk, absolutely enthusiastic, and played up the upcoming visit as the second coming of Jesus Christ, basically. The Hungarian Prime Minister has been trying to get an invitation to the White House since 1998. Of course, today is 2019, so basically it took him 21 years to get a low-level invitation, namely a work visit, which obviously is not a state visit as far as the United States and the presidents are concerned. So Orbán Viktor is coming, and he's lobbying basically to get here. It took him almost the entire 2.5 years of President Trump's presidency, and he had to promise several things, namely that the Hungarian budget will have 2% of the expenditures to be allocated to defense spending. And in addition, the Hungarian Air Force will replace the Gripen, the Swedish planes, with either the F-22 or the F-35. In addition, right now nobody knows what additional promises Viktor Orbán had to make in order to earn that very low-level visit to the White House. As far as the Trump administration is concerned, the Trump administration is extremely well informed about the unbelievable degree of corruption in Hungary. The fact that Mr. Orbán and his clique took over the country, that Hungary is not a democracy anymore, that Hungary has no freedom of the press, that in Hungary the opposition has no voice in the parliament since Mr. Orbán manipulated election laws to the extent that Hungary has 2/3 of the parliamentarians in the Fidesz party and in the Fidesz faction. So basically the situation is very bad in Hungary, and it can be said that Hungary is not a normal democratic country. The rule of law is out of the window also. So I expect that those issues will come up, and President Trump will list them to Mr. Orbán. As far as foreign policy is concerned, Mr. Orbán obviously, is very close to both the Russians, President Putin, as well as he's getting closer to the Chinese President, Mr. Xi, too. So those things will also, in my opinion, will come up in the conversations, and I'm absolutely sure that Mr. Orbán will get an earful from the president, and later if he meets with our Secretary of State, Mr. Pompeo, we'll hear the same, but definitely the Hungarian Foreign Minister, Mr. Szijjártó, will get the same message. So I don't think, that Mr. Orban, his party, should be extremely enthused about the visit, because it is more a visit in which, the United States will lay out the expectations that he and Hungary will have to fulfill. Let's see how Mr. Orban will react, and we shouldn't forget that talk is cheap and action is what basically proves a country's intentions as far as domestic and foreign policies are concerned. Thank you for watching, and I will follow events, and obviously as soon as the meeting is finished and we get the necessary information, I will inform our viewers in great details and in depth. Thank you for watching, and you can see the previous episodes and this one also, if you don't get it directly, at realnewstalk.com. Thank you again, and I wish you well.